Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got this great package here from Bitmap Books that I'm super excited about. Bitmap Books is a really awesome company that makes a lot of great titles. Here's some examples of some stuff I have from them. The Sega Master System Visual Compendium, really awesome book. It has a lot of great stuff, pictures here and stuff about Sega Master System, which I used to have as a kid, and it's pretty awesome. The CRPG book, which is the best book I've ever seen. It really goes into detail on lots of different great computer role-playing games. I'll put this over here as well. And then finally, another book, not the last one I have, and not the last one they make, but The Art of Point-and-Click Adventures, which this one I actually bought off eBay after the original sale. I missed the collector's edition. I was stupid. And I bought it off eBay. It had actually a manufacturing defect, I think. And Sam from Bitmap was actually kind enough to send me a replacement copy for free of the new second edition, which one of the things that's in here. And the other thing is the awesome, looks really awesome, the 2600, 7800 Atari book. So I like to open stuff up on this channel. Usually it's old games, but this time it's going to be some books. And if you like this sort of thing and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. I'm like super excited about this. Let me take this piece of paper out that looks like some contact info of mine. And let's see what we got in here. Bitmap usually packages their games like super duper well. One thing I was always very impressed about them. I mean, not that this plastic outside is so cool, but inside they protect the books really well. So let's see what we got here first of all. You'll see what I mean. Wow, look at this. Let's see, what do we got here? We have Bitmap Books. And we got a really neat, easy opening thing here. So open that up. And then you see what I mean by, like, amazing packaging. I have another one of these pull tabs. Oh, this looks like the Atari 2600, 7800 book. So let me put this one to the side for 1 second, just so I can open up the other one. And then we'll do one at a time here. Another Bitmap Books. This is super exciting. Even though I've read the point-and-click adventure book already, just to be able to... The second edition apparently has a lot of extra content and stuff. So they make it really easy. There we go. Like even a dummy like me can open this up, right? Well, almost. I botched it somehow. Come on. Alright, anyway, that's not the important part. This is the important part. Look at this. Look what they do here. Get this out of the way. Look how nice this is. You have like these bumpers, these rubber, like not rubber, but styrofoam bumpers on the book to make sure that the corners don't get damaged. That's a pet peeve of mine when you buy a book, because even if you buy it in the store, the corners are always bumped and damaged. The spine is bumped. Now you get this perfect thing here. These bumpers protect the book, and I get the book in perfect quality, basically. And again, this copy was really a gift from Sam at Bitmap Books, because I had a copy that was already sort of messed up. So we have a little flyer here, and then seal The Art of Point-and-Click Adventure game. So I'm going to break the seal on this, if I can. There we go. Sealed for your protection, folks. But you see, look at the corners and the edges, the spine. It's all like perfect condition just because of the way that this thing was delivered. All right. So what do we have in here? But look at the quality of these books. It has like that little ribbon thing to keep the place. It's all like, really well bound. What do we got here? I'm not going to go through the whole book, but I mean, you can see like all the different people who contributed to this. And I'm not sure if it tells you like what's new in the second edition. Forward by Gary Whitta, you see PC Gamer Magazine. So some of these things were definitely in the original book. And by the way, one of the reasons I didn't buy it originally is because it's the art of point-and-click adventure games. I was like, I don't need an art book. I want to. If it was a book more about games themselves, I'd buy them. But art, I'm not so sure. But they managed to put a lot of other things in here besides just art. But then look at the art. I mean, like, oh man, look at the King's Quest art. And there's like, I don't know how many pages this are. 500 pages of amazing stuff here. Ken Williams interview. I think that may be new. Here's Leisure Suit Larry. I'm just flipping pages right now. They have some quizzes. Here's some pictures. Ron Gilbert interview. Gary Whitta interview. Zach McCracken. Eric Chahi from Another World. Here's Maniac Mansion. It's just flipping. You get further into time. Space Quest 3. Indiana Jones The Last Crusade. Look at that. Look at that amazing stuff. I'm sorry about the glare. I apologize. Unfortunately, it can't completely be helped, but maybe I hold the book up, you get some of the pictures a little bit better, a little bit away from the light. I turned the light off, except that I think you'll be able to see it all. But here's Loom, here's Monkey Island, and you get the idea. Charles Cecil interview, Broken Sword, getting further into like Dreamweb, but you go back, I think, it's some of the more iconic stuff. Lord of the Dark, Legend of Corandia, Space Quest 1. But you probably can't beat like some of the real, King Quest 4, the real original stuff. Police Quest. I mean, this is an amazing coffee table book to read, but also just to show your friends and check it out. And I'm really happy to have this second edition. And I'm looking forward to spending a bunch of time reading it. So thank you so much, Sam, for doing that. And then let us check out the other book, which is Atari 2600, 7800, a Visual Compendium. Now this one comes with a slipcase. Some of their books come with slipcases and some don't, and I'm not sure what the criteria is. I'm actually surprised they don't all come with slipcases. I got to get rid of those styrofoam things. That's the only problem with them is their styrofoam. Not the best for the environment necessarily, but they do a really good job here of protecting the book, and I really appreciate that, honestly. So it says here this is an officially licensed Atari product, which is cool, and there's a lenticular cover here on the slipcover. But let's get this thing open. Oh, man. I love some Atari 2600, 7800 games. Especially the 2600. It's just so iconic and classic. And I don't think I ever had one back in the day. I have one now. But I had a friend down the block who had one. And I used to go to his house basically every single day and play Atari. He had every single game that you can imagine. So we weren't deprived or anything like that. Alright, plastic is off. We actually kept that on because of the cool Atari thing. But whatever. No big deal. Alright, so let's take this slipcover off. And this is book number 7, I guess, in the series. They have like Spectrum, Commodore 64, Sega Master System, all these visual compendiums. Really cool, solid, thick. Will protect the book really well. I wish they all had these. I feel like the RPG book did have one. I don't know what I did with it if it did. I thought I had one for it. Anyway, let's check out the Atari book. So we have like Mario Brothers on the Atari, which surely was on it, but I don't know why. Not the most iconic game. All right, I'm just flipping through here. Some interviews and discussion about the Atari. Here's one of the ETs found in the landfill. This book's a little bit smaller than the other one, smaller form factor. Combat came packed in every Atari 2600. An awesome game, amazing game. I love this game. Indy 500 with the driving controllers. Video Olympics, basically Pong. Surround, that's like the Snake game. Some of the launch titles of the Atari. Air-Sea Battle. This one was okay. It holds up, but not as well as, let's say, Combat, I think. Space War, I did a video on this. Check that out if you haven't checked it out. I'll put a link. Outlaw, like Gunfight, basically. Superman, underrated game. I actually like this game a lot because you can actually beat it. It's not the best game ever, but it has an ending, unlike every other, many other Atari 2600 games. Space Invaders, this is the game that apparently really sold the console. It was like the killer app for the 2600. Very cool. Night Driver, classic game. And this is my all-time favorite game for the Atari, Adventure. I just love this game. I would sit and play it like all day long. It's very hard, the harder levels, very easy, the easy levels, but so much fun. Oh, awesome. Interviews. But yeah, oh man, I love the Atari 2600. And I'll just flip ahead. I'm sure we got some 7800 games in here also. Here's still 2600. Here's pictures of boxes. Oh, that's really nice. Wow. Box art. Oh, Hero, another classic game. I think this is like Metal Jesus' like favorite game for the Atari. Very good classic game. Junior Pac-Man. Hat Trick. We're finally getting to Atari 7800. Food Fight is a game I think I opened up recently on the channel. Yeah, I'll link to that as well. But yeah, 7800 was a good console. Unfortunately, they didn't release it early enough. It was ready like in 1984, and they didn't release it until 1987. So by the time they did that, Nintendo basically took over the market. Karateka, man, what an amazing game. And when you get the idea here, it's two great consoles, both of which are underrated nowadays, for that matter. But, man, I'm going to love this book. I'm going to love flipping through it, reading all the articles. Oh, man, Pitfall. Oh, man, another amazing, iconic game. Oh, my goodness. Well, you get the idea, and I definitely, recommend, I'll give maybe a better review once I've read it, but for now, I certainly recommend the point-and-click book is amazing. The RPG book, by the way, is amazing, and this Atari 2600, 7800 book also really looks really good, so I definitely recommend checking these out. Bitmap Books, if you haven't bought anything before, they're an amazing company, they make amazing stuff. This is not a paid promotion or anything like that, but they did give me this one for free after the other one was damaged. But aside from that, this is not like a paid promotion of any kind. I just really like their products. They have great stuff, and just wanted to highlight it for the channel. So check out this stuff if you get a chance. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. I'm going to do these videos. I do videos like this pretty often. And please leave me comments if you've read these books, if you know anything about Bitmap Books, or any comments to make about the video, about these products. I'd love to hear them. All right, guys. Well, thanks very much for coming here and checking this video out, and have a great day.